Hey guys, it's Sweet Book Remedy here, and today I have a guest edition. Today we're going to be doing the Unpopular Opinions book tag, and here I have my brother. He does not have a YouTube channel.
Don't even got a YouTube account!
Okay, so guys, we're just going to be answering some questions today about unpopular book opinions, and I just want to start by saying that any opinions here are not to offend anybody. His might be, not mine.
Before we get started, okay? I'm a little bit sick, so forgive that. She's a little bit ugly, so try to forgive that. It's a little bit hard to get over. But let's get this started. I didn't curse.
The first question is a popular book or series that you didn't like.
Well, this one took a while, because usually if I don't like a book, I stop reading the book. I read all the way through Deception Point, which was by Dan Brown, and by the time that I got to the end of the book, the guy follows the same he follows the same outline every single time, so you can figure out what's going to happen before it happens, and by halfway through you're like, okay, whatever's going to happen, it happens.
So pretty predictable.
It's predictable.
Alright.
One foot in front of the other, left, right foot.
No good. My turn. I would say that my least favorite book is probably Mockingjay in the Hunger Games series. It was really, really boring, and it took me like a week and a half to get through it, and...
Besides, like, who are you to mock Jay anyway?
Yeah, guys, I just didn't like it. By the end of the book, I was like falling asleep, which is not too good. And when I watched Mockingjay Part 2, the trailer, I recognized hardly anything, so I would say that I really didn't like it and I didn't pay attention. Question 2! A popular book or series that everyone else seems to hate, but you love.
I'll let you answer this one first.
I actually didn't have a answer for this one because I have like hardly read books like series. I've only read 2 series so far, which is horrible, but I only started reading not quite a while. But yeah, I don't really have a series that I love that everybody else seems to hate, because when I started reading I looked on Instagram for ideas, so I really took everybody's ideas and I just kind of jumped on different bandwagons.
For me, it's not so much a book or a series, but it was a short story. It was either called Phantomina or Pantomina. And it was about a 17th century girl that becomes a prostitute, and her life just goes to complete and everyone was like, you know what, this is not the greatest story because she's getting run right the hell down. I, on the other hand, I thought that thing was hilarious. I was right on board with it the entire way. Taught some good life lessons. It was pretty didactic, so I was like, alright, let's get on with the show.
Third question. A love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with, or an OTP you don't like. So I'm just going to go for the love triangle that I didn't like, which actually is none. Again, my answers are terrible today. I had none that I actually felt badly against. There is one. I didn't like Gale in the Hunger Games, and I don't like Aspen in the Selection. But I don't know who they end up with, right? Gotta wait.
This is going to be a weird one, but I didn't like the whole love situation going on in the Wizard of Oz.
Who had a love situation?
There's a 4-way, and one of them's a lion, so bestiality
she was
right
not
there.
in love with them.
She had a
She
thing
liked
going.
the Scarecrow straight up.
You got the Iron, you got Tin Man, or Iron Man, whatever. You got Tin Man there. That guy is like straight up gangster in that world. And you go for the lion or the Scarecrow, and then in the end she goes back to Kansas by herself.
Tin
She
Man
ends up
didn't
alone.
even-
Runs off with Toto. I'm not into love triangles.
Alrighty then, that wraps that one up, doesn't it? Question 5. A popular or beloved character that you do not like.
You skipped question 4.
My bad. Question 4. A popular book genre that you hardly reach for, and that would probably be like the hot, steamy, romantic book. Are those fantasy? I don't know.
Like romance books.
Yeah, romance.
For lonely middle-aged women. I'm definitely into that.
That's weird. Alright, so are you going to answer? Or?
Young adult and teen fiction stuff, it's just the worst. And I know a lot of the people that watch her channel are like so into that stuff, but you know what?
Have you read this?
It's dangerous fiction.
I'll give you the sun is the Is that really the only one?
Yeah, I don't like that stuff.
Would you never read The Maze Runner?
I'll read it, I won't enjoy it.
Okay. Question 5. A popular or beloved character that you do not like. I thought it said hate.
Well, since I just started reading the Game of Thrones, I hate Daenerys. She's the one with the dragons. But I hate her. She's whiny, she complains the entire time. I don't like her character on the show or in the books. I just don't like her.
She's pretty though.
Debatable. I'm all about Queen Cersei, and you can take it to the bank.
Okay then. I don't like Gale. I don't like Gale from the Hunger Games like I answered in one of my other questions. He's annoying. I didn't like him when he called her catnip in the first movie. It was fucking... I don't like the actor. I think it's probably the actor that made me dislike Gale, because, to be fair, I watched the movies before I read the books, so I had this mental image of Gale. Question 6. A popular author that you can't seem to get into.
Who's the one that did the Twilight?
I don't know.
That one.
Stephanie Meyer. Are you basing that off of the movie?
I tried reading the first book.
What? Where?
I stole it from you.
I just bought it.
Okay, I thought it was yours. I read like the first 2 or 3 chapters, and it was not very well.
That's great, considering I just bought it. Mine would probably be Colleen Hoover, and I've heard absolutely amazing things about her, but for some reason whenever I'm in this bookstore, I just can't buy her books. And another one is probably Stephen King. That's not happening because that would scare the living daylights out of me. Although, I was thinking maybe for a Halloween video I might read one and review one, so tell me what you guys think of that in the comments and let me know.
You sound like a YouTube person. Question 7. A popular book trope that you're tired of seeing. Examples: Lost Princess, Corrupt Ruler, Love Triangles, etc.
I think it's honestly the love triangles. I like them, and I know that's what makes a book in most. The thing about the love triangle that's really annoying is when the girl just keeps jumping back and forth, back and forth. It's so annoying. It's like, girl, get yo together, right? There's a few of them.
I'm tired of that whitewashed, watered down Byronic hero. That's pissing the shit out of me. You got, just like what we were talking about before with Twilight. You get your boy, Vampire Boy.
Edward.
He's a watered down Byronic hero. He's supposed to be the guy that's outside the traditional settings of a hero that exemplifies all the things that somebody isn't supposed to want to have, but they're attractive. Or, I'm attracted to their lifestyle. I like the things they do. But you know what?
He's made out of crystals, though.
Yeah, he's Crystal Boy. I don't like that.
Crystal Boy.
Shine in the dark? Shine in the light? I don't know what this stuff's going on, but if you're going to go that way, stick traditional. A popular series, this is question 8, that you have no interest in reading.
The Game of Thrones. I don't care about them, and I have them here behind me because my mom bought them for him, and I have no interest at all in reading them. And The Lord of the Rings. I know that's like one of his favorites and his favorite movie, and it's one of my favorite movies too, but I just do not want to read it. You told me it was dry.
That first book, you rub those pages together, you can start a fire, it's so dry. Going back to Jay mocking him all the time, I have no interest in reading those books. I saw the first movie. I know you're not supposed to judge books on movies, but that movie was so bad, and anybody I've ever talked to, what do I call them, the J-Mocks?
Yeah, so I was confused.
Anybody whose opinion I respected, who told me they're a crap book, I believed, and I have no interest in even approaching them. If the pages were open in front of me, I shut them.
Okay. Question 9.
9 questions?
Yep, I told you that. The saying goes, the book is always better than the movie, but what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? Would you like to go first, or are you thinking still?
Well, I'm gonna need a second on this one.
I have no idea. I so far have watched pretty much any one that I've read that is also a movie, and I like the book always more. I always like the book more. I just feel like everybody always says, it's more descriptive, and it just tells the story way better when you can imagine it in your cranium. So, cranium. 10 points for Gryffindor.
That's a tough one, because you lose so much information in translating it from written word to spoken. Even in the case of the Fellowship of the Ring for Lord of the Rings. They take out so much information out of that book, but it's not need-to-know information. There's a lot of little things, and they change things. But for somebody who can't make it through that first book, watching the movie is not a bad way to go. To watch that first movie, pick up what you need to know from the story, because the action, it picks right up in the second and the third books. That could be an interesting case to be made. I like the descriptive language that Tolkien uses in his books. Describes everything. He'll tell you what a tree looks like for 3 pages.
Treebeard?
Tree? No, just a tree. First book, he's walking by. Bilbo's like, hey, what's going on? On his way out. Frodo walks by the same tree.
Going on an adventure.
Frodo on the same one. He's walking by and goes, "Hey, this looks like a good tree. I gotta show this to Bilbo." Little did he know, Bilbo already loves that tree.
Oh, are you referencing The Hobbit?
Remember? No, a whole bunch of different things I'm referencing. There's a lot of things going on in my head right now. But that could be if you don't like descriptive language, the first Lord of the Rings, the movie would be better than the book.
Really?
I'd say that. If for someone like you, watching the movie instead of reading the book would be better.
I just want to throw it out there that one adaptation was absolutely horrible. Actually, there's a few. The Maze Runner, that movie, and I have a book review for that one, so I'll put the link like right here. And that...
Right over my face.
Right over his face. That movie, it made me really, really sad, guys, because the book was actually really, really good, and I know that a lot of you guys told me how good it was, but the movie was just really bad. And let me know in the comments if you agree, because you might think it's good if you haven't read the book, but I don't even want to get into it because it made me so upset. Just wanted to throw that out there. That's the end, right?
Well, if you people didn't like me, let her know. If you don't like me, I will definitely show up some more to piss you guys off a bit more. If you do like me, then you'll probably never see me again because I don't like making people happy.
He doesn't. And guys, I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the video, but it's his birthday tomorrow. He's finally going to be 18. I know he looks quite old for his age. Just kidding. He's going to be 26. 26. So excited, and I thought it'd be fun to have him on here as a gift, and that's all you're getting. Thanks guys for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description box. Thank you guys. I had so much fun with this video.
And don't forget, the story doesn't end just because they say the end.
Aha! That was good.